Hey guys, being here. Today we're going to try this one. So the shape of this let's call this a facade. It's quite simple, right? So basically just something like this, and then okay. So this is a shape. Right, so the harder part for this one is to find the pattern. See here, so maybe I'll just do another one. So if we look from the left from the inside, so see these vertical. So maybe I'll just draw it here. So all these vertical, so like structures or framing, so these vertical, and then the horizontal, you're not sure what they are, maybe tiles. So they are placed like this, okay, and then we just need to create this pattern in Revit. Okay, so this one's it's actually quite simple. So see here, so if you rotate this one by 90 degrees, I'll just do it here, rotate this one by 90 degrees, so all these members, so let's draw it here like this, right? And then do the vertical, so it'll be something like this. And yeah, so the pattern, so it's very clear. So we just need to have this one, and then we use the 1/2 step pattern in a pattern based family. Okay, so this is the pattern, this is the grid, and this is one of the pattern. So, and also we don't need to model. So see here we have 1 and 2, right? So we don't need to model 2 because we don't want them to be overlapping. We just only model this one. And for the horizontal member, we also only need to model this. So eventually, I think in a pattern-based family, hang on. Maybe I'll do it in the pattern based family, right? We have 4 points and the reference line. We just need to model this. See here, this one and this one, and that's it. Okay, so now let's go to Revit. So new pattern based, let's just use this one. And okay, so first we need to choose the correct grid. So select this grid. See, currently it's rectangle. Change this one to half step. Okay, so half step. And then let me think. So this will be the horizontal, and then we'll repeat here. And let me think. Yeah, I think we just need to model one here and another one here. So let's do it. So for this horizontal member, so which will be this framing, the structure. So we're going to just place 1 point anywhere on this reference line. So use draw on face, okay? And then we're going to just place a profile, use draw on work plan, and place onto this point. And I'll just do a maybe 20. I think that should be enough. 20 radius, the 40 diameter, so that's quite thick, quite, yeah, should be enough. And then select this, and if you want to, actually let's just add a parameter so we can control it. Maybe we're going to use diameter, so and also let me just TL. So too thick, change it to 1 to 10. That's better. Okay, DI dimension, diameter, and 40. That 40 is fine. I'll just create a parameter. Let's maybe call it D, type, and OK. So select this, and also let's tab, select this one, and control select this, and yeah, we need to filter out the dimension, and then we can create a form. Okay, so let's have a test. So make sure this parameter works. So 30, yeah, all good. So let's change it to 40. Okay, so the next step is we need to, so now we have this one, right? And then we need this one. This is actually the this panel or tile, and it needs to be extended a little bit. See here, here. So to do that, yeah, we can do this. So place a point, use draw face, and place onto this. And then we're going to place a point, use draw work plan, and onto this point, and place onto the point. So now we can select this point, we can type in a number. So for example, I'll just type in 100. Okay, and then we can just drag this point to this end. Okay, so now we have this point, so we can let's add a parameter. Let's call it maybe offset, and type is okay. And let's do another one. So place point, use draw on face onto this reference line. Place another point, use draw on work plan. Place onto the point and place. Okay, so this time we need to. Can we flip this? Not sure. Flip. Yeah, okay, so it works. So now we just need to apply the same offset because we want it to match the other side, and then move this to this end. Now we can select this point and this point to create a spline through point. Oh, hang on. Is that, yeah, oh, okay, good. So make it reference line. So now we have this reference line. So now let me think, well, what do we do? We're going to place a maybe place a let me think, place a reference line. So so first we still need to place a point. Okay, place a point, and then we place a let me think, how do we do it? I'll just quickly place a reference line onto it. Okay, so don't worry too much about the parameters for now. So we just need to have something here. And also, I forgot to change the grid, the dimensions. Maybe let's reduce this a little bit, because apparently in here, so the size, I guess roughly maybe 500 or 300. Yeah, let's make it 300, 400. And the gap, let's make it maybe 150. So, actually, don't worry about the gap, because we're not going to. We will control this in eventually in the divided surface. So just check this size. So if this is roughly 400, so let's make this one maybe 500. And the depth, let's make it maybe 200. Okay, so roughly 3. I'm not sure which one's which. I'll type in 200. Should be, so this is 200. So this is 400. Maybe let's make this one 200 as well. So this is 200. Sorry, I'm confused a little bit. Okay, so from here to here, yeah, it needs to be 400. So we need to increase this one to 400. That's better. And for this, it looks like it's 40 is too, thick. Maybe make it 20 or even 15. Right? And I think still this needs to be reduced to maybe 100. Let's make this 500. Okay, so I think that's probably it. And then For this one, I'll just create this shape for now. Well, not this one, not this one. Yeah, this one. So use the keyboard up arrow to switch between options. Alternatively, I think we can. Let me just Control Z. So sometimes you can't, you won't see any the options. I think if we just zoom out a little bit more. Yeah. So see here. Okay. So now let's just pick the one on the right hand side, and this is it. So and also maybe I'll just move this down. Maybe not. Control Z. Let's just Control Z again. Let's move this down a little bit. So and then we just after that we create this shape. Okay. Which one? This one? No. Doesn't work this one. Only two options. Let me think. How do we do it? This. Maybe let's move this to this end. Try again. Up. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. And let's. What's next? Let's place this one. Oh, hell. This one's a little bit too much. Like 250. How about that? Yeah. Because we only have one profile. So Control Z, Control Z, and V. Move up by 50. Drag this down and type 250. So it's 250 with, yeah. Okay, 50 on this side, 200 on this side. And select both. Doesn't work. Yeah, it looks like, yeah. Okay, so this is quite interesting. Oh, yeah. So this, this is the option. Sorry. I thought both are the same. But yeah, anyway. So this is it. So, now let's create a mass. Okay, so in this mass, we're going to create something like this, right? So, very simple. I'll just create a maybe a sweep. Okay, sweep. So let's first do a reference line. Okay, and place a point, and place a reference line onto this point. So I'll just choose an angle, maybe 70 degree. So another one, so it will be 110. Doesn't work. Anyway, so I'll just do this. Go up, TR, trim, and delete this one. So okay, so now we have this and this. Maybe just let's create a form. And we're going to use devoted surface, and we're going to change this one to the half step, and we're going to load this one into this mass. So now we can just select this one, go here, and change this one to family 1. Looks like no, the size is very it's wrong. It's very too big. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll delete this for now. Oh, maybe Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, maybe Control Y. Sorry, yeah, and then change the scale. So instead of currently we have fixed number 10. So let's instead of that, we're going to use numbers. Spacing instead. I'll use maximum spacing. Not sure what this one is. 300. Okay, so this direction. So I think previously, yeah, not sure. I'll just leave it 300, maybe 200 even. And then for this one, I'll just reduce maybe 600. So I don't want to have. Oh, that's too many. But that should be fine, because this is it's an extrusion. Which means all these family, although there are hundreds of them, because they are exactly the same, it won't take long to generate. So let's have a test. It's not there. Okay, so let's load this one again. Select it and then apply that family to it. Okay, so you see, yeah, it's not too bad, I think. So this is what we want to achieve, and this is what we have. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, there's many of them. Okay, it's actually quite good because maybe I should okay, so let's do this. So I'll delete this, and I'll delete this as well. Delete the form, and just reduce this. Reduce the length of this, like 10 meter. That's enough. And then also reduce this one. So I'll use RE scale to maybe something like this. Okay, that's better. So select them, create a form, maybe change the scale. So yeah, select device surface. I'll change both of them to half step for now, and I'll change the maximum spacing and maximum spacing. Select this one, maybe 200. Select this one, 200 as well, and we're going to change the maximum spacing for the horizontal. Okay, so maybe reduce this to 100 even. Okay, so now let's apply that family. Okay, so yeah, much better. So now you can see it's almost there. So you can see we have this vertical structure cable thing, right? And then we also have the horizontal, like tile kind of thing. But we need to, so if you look from the side, they are perpendicular to the direction of the surface. But in this one, so you can see all of them, I think they are all horizontal. So yeah, that's not too hard to fix. We just need to go back to this family. We can apply an angle, or actually we need to make this work, we need to redo this form, because we only have one profile, which means if we add a not this one, yeah, this one. If we rotate this one, so if I'm tapping, for example, 20 degree, it only rotates this side, not this side. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to redo this one, so delete this. So we have point reference line, copy this, select this, place new host, place onto here. Okay, so now we have two. Why is the angles different? Not really sure. So this is 20 degree. This is also 20 degree. Interesting. Anyway, so let's just select this one. I'll copy this again and place new host. Okay, so maybe I'll just use these two. I'll get rid of this. Okay, so select these 2 points, and we're going to create an angular parameter. Let's call it A. Instance parameter or type parameter. Probably type. Probably type. Okay, so select this, and create a form, and keyboard up arrow again. That's it. So now we can move this to this. Oh hell. Oh yes. Okay, now I know why. Because previously, so that one, the first one, is placed onto this reference line. But when I copy and place, I placed onto this one. So that's why the angle is different. Although the the degree is the same, but the angle is different. So that's fine. We can always move back onto this, right? So select this point again, pick new host. That's it. Okay, so now let's move this to this end, move this to this end. And okay, so I think now we can control the angle. So let's load this into the mask and override it. Okay, so yeah, it's already, oh, hang on, what's going on? Okay, so here, yeah, okay. So now first this one, so they are the same type because we use the type parameter to control the angle. So they are the same time, same type. If we wanted to change this one, so looks like we can keep this one. So this is exactly what we need, 20 degree, because remember when we previously draw that profile, I used 70 degree. Okay, so and then 110, so which means it's also 20 degree, but it's negative 20 degree. So now we go edit type, duplicate. I'll just call it that, and negative 20 degree. That should be it. Okay, see, that's it. So yeah, so very simple, just manually add an angular parameter, and so we can manually adjust the angle to match the surface, the angle of this surface. Okay, so and I think yeah, we didn't add a parameter to control the size. I think I'll leave it to you. So you can, yeah, if you already know the dimension, you probably just do it here. So just give it a size. What else? If you change, yeah, you can adjust the length of these panels. So by just go to here, so 500, currently 500 is from, oh hang on, I think it's from, I'll just try to copy this one. Maybe, hang on, let me go to floor plan. I'll just do a line instead of dimension, right? So do this, yeah, 500. Great. Okay, so if you want to change that 500, you can do it from here. Okay, so you can change this. And if you want to change the, the spacing between all these, you can just do this one. Change this one, right? Okay, and I think that's probably it. Yeah, you just need to add some structure thing. And also, actually quickly, instead of, you might think that can we just, instead of having a surface, a plane, a very thin plate, can we just add something more interesting, like like this? Yeah, yes we can, I think. I'll just do a family. So this time I'll use a generic model. Okay, so I can just draw something, right? So quickly, make maybe roughly the size at the same as the 500 plus 50 on one side, 50 on the other side. See, roughly this. Okay, so maybe this is the panel, right? So let's pretend this is a panel. I'll just roughly place it in the middle, finish it, or make it like 50 thick. Okay, so go to 3D view. So this is the panel. Okay, so and then maybe I'll just make it just do it randomly. Okay, so I'll just add something on the top on top of it. Okay, so another 50. Okay, and let's have a look in 3D view. So this is the one. Or maybe reduce this 20 and 20. How about that? Okay, so now I'm going to load this. Oh, hang on. I'll just untick this always vertical and tick the work plane based, and I'm going to load it into this pattern based family, which is family 1. Okay, load this one into family 1. So see, we can actually we can place onto this yeah, wrong side. That's fine, we can flip it roughly. Okay, and then we're going to load this one into the family 2, which is a conceptual mass family, and overwrite. So now you will see we have something more interesting now, right? And this is it. Yeah, of course, this because this family is not parametric, and if you adjust this the grid, it won't automatically adjust. I'll leave it to you. Okay, so you can have a play with all the, you know, what you want to, you know, place. Okay, so that's all. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.